Greetings, everyone. I am Natus, one of the rulers of Hell, and today I am here to react to chapter 321 of My Academia and potentially the end of Izuku Midoriya versus Class 1A. What will be the end? Well, the only way to find out is to go through this chapter. And if you watch the spoilers or whatever, but I'm honestly questioning if the ending of this chapter really is the end battle, to say the least. So anyways, let's react to the chapter. Now, for the final color spread, we actually have Class 1A with Aizawa constructing a giant All Might Mech. Is this a reference to the movie? I have no idea. All I know is that it looks awesome. And of course, Jiro is just the best. Kind of funny how Jiro is one of the girls who wears a dress, while Momo and Hagakure and Tsuyu, not sure for Mina, wears pants. Kind of funny since you'd expect Jiro to be the one wearing the pants, but whatever. Whatever makes it look better, I suppose. So let's see here. We see the Batmobile of My Academia universe driving by, and it seems to have been Hawks and the Batmobile that was driven by Best, Jeanist, and Hawks. It's not 100% clear, but in the next round we see Endeavor showing up, so maybe it's them. Again, difficult. Like I don't believe there's any like big difference between the mobiles that I notice, so it's hard to tell. So as we get Class 1A calling for Endeavor. Endeavor, and Kirishima saying this dude was no match for the combo attack from Bakugan Todoroki and Yajiro Ozo. All I did was chip him out of the ice. To be fair, Deku's ability is supposed to be controlling people, so any surprise direct attack at him would probably take him down. Supposed to see that Shoto and Yajiro needed to help he looked pretty defeated after Bakugo hit him. So yeah. Now we have Endeavor. That's Dictator. There's no guarantee he's operating alone though. I guess it's logical. I mean, here would be, from what we know of, the third assassin, and there was supposed to be, I believe, 7 if we include Lena God. And there was one who was caught by the panel, in case you have missed the 6th one. So, maybe they're all working some together, but it's unclear. Honestly, I consider this to be more like a build up for what will happen next. Like, maybe the next assassin will come as a duo. It's unclear. Now, never is, we'd better make sure those hero hating civilians who run off are safe. He was looking very like, yeah, those civilians like hate us, but we have to, like, just make sure they're safe. It's kind of like, oh, he immediately expected them to hate the heroes. I'm guessing all the civilians who still liked heroes were already in shelter, so yeah. And now it's like, you three should join Hawks and the others, keep this area secure. I guess that's what Hawks and Bashir are doing right now, so it's very likely it's them. Endeavor. I'm guessing it's Hawks. Shouldn't we get Genius to just nab him and get this over with? I guess Hawks is using the, logic of, hey, Bashir saying, why don't we just use him to capture Izuku? Well, considering the fact that the last time Bashir tried to capture someone went to rip his own fucking, what was it, like, honestly, more than the part of the liver to escape, I would not be surprised if Izuku would consider the I don't know what to break through from Genius's, fibers. And Indara then looks at the ice block that Shoto made. I think Izuku's actually stuck in there for now. And that was like, there ain't much I can do now that he's zipping around like that, which is true. Kirishima doesn't have like long range, which is ironic since it was actually mentioned that Kirishima would be working on a way to get long range. Although it was mentioned that yeah, you should focus more on getting close up and personal. So I guess his top priority right now should probably be get someone that could get him to Izuku. And he's like, and Kirishima's like now, but even so, damn it, there's just loads more I want to say to this guy. So basically continuing that whole trend with Izuku's classmates saying something dumb. And Haku's like, me too. Did Hagakure and Izuku ever interact? This is a serious question right now. Did Hagakure and Izuku ever interact? Because I know that Sato last chapter was a little bit of a stretch as well, but I at least got what was going with there. So why would Hagakure have anything to say to him? I mean, there's always why she's top suspect for the traitor. I mean, and Arama also agrees we. So yeah, and that was not no hugs for now. Don't let anyone interfere, which is pretty sure, which is honestly for the best. If anything, you wanna make sure that he's gonna be in fighting shape if another crisis comes to it. You don't want already have Izuku wrapped as a package before staying before the next item shows up. You're already doing the villain's job at that point. And now we see Shoto being reacted to screaming Doya. Did you ever think that maybe All For One wants you in this state? He might seize this chance to attack UA. Well, it is actually true. All For One has been predicting a lot of stuff picture perfectly. Even though he has no real avid backing, this is equivalent to you following something that's just by our instincts. So it does say something. So it's very likely that All For One would probably want this. How Dictator pretty much confirmed that when he countered Izuku by saying, "Oh, you're exactly how he said you were." So yeah, that's something that Izuku probably didn't plan for it or even consider it. So now we continue with Shoto's dialogue. Running around to keep off the radar has left you looking like that. Which is true. He does kind of look like a demon and all messed up and all tired and alright. Izuku right now looks like someone who went through a war and instead of resting, he went into he was running around in dirt and doing in a swamp during the rain basically, which could actually be what he was doing. So at least consider this backup plan. So yeah, UA matters to you, right? You want to protect it. Sticking with us is a valid option. Which is again true, alright, you want to protect us, but together is better, and if you lose, it will come back. Let us join your fight. And we see Izuku's reaction, and he's like, your turn. No, not his reaction. I think that's the things he's remembering, which is probably from All For One. No. And Izuku's like, no, can't. Your turn. And we see All Might, Shigaraki, and Nana. Now, I was originally thinking it would be the first user, but it's most likely Shigaraki because there's that more like a decay kind of express. It's hard to tell, but it does look to be more of a decaying expression. Body, your term. Not sure what that's supposed to mean. Maybe I missed something, or maybe some other meaning. I'm not sure. And Izuku is in a very he's honestly. It looks like Izuku is right now ripping his skin off of the eyes. That's the face I get. I mean, I think he's clothed. I don't think there's anything that shows his skin, so I think that's impossible. But that face Izuku has right now, I wouldn't be surprised if there is some skin being frozen that's being ripped right now. This fight is between One For All and All For One. You all can't keep up. Which, not to be a power scaler, but in terms of individually, yes, All For One is surpasses everyone in Class 1A. I mean, Bakugo might be able to keep up, semi. Shoto may be able to put up a halfway fight, but yeah, majority of Class 1A would be dead before you know it. Even Bakugo and Shoto are set minutes at best. And with Shoto's reaction, we don't see Bakugo, but we do see him the back of his hat. And I'm not sure if this is I'm not sure if this is supposed to be taken as bandage or something new in the clothing, but we see some kind of thing that looks like to be wrapped around Bakugo's shoulder. which I think might supposed to be like a wound he got when he was in the battle against All For One. Since there were like I believe two, one that through him, so maybe he got one in the shoulder. Not sure exactly. Aida is now not Uraraka, and I'm not sure what's actually happening. All I see is Shizuko bursting through, with Itsura jumping and saying Midoriya. She tries to catch him with whip, but actually it's revealed that she was pushing Minato forward. Which makes sense since Minato's balls are stickier, and it was stated that unless if you're Minata, they should stick to you, especially if Minata is at picture health. Although considering the power level with all four, with 1-4, I wouldn't be surprised if that doesn't work. And we see, I'm not sure it's supposed to be taken as danger sense or just the usual electricity coming off his body. And so Minato using what his ability is Minato bats tenfold, which is that ball chain he was developing, I think back in volume 12? Well, that's like one very old technique to finally get to see in power. I mean, we might have seen it during the Class 1A versus Class 1B thing, but I honestly am trying to forget that arc as soon as I can possibly can. Yeah, I hated the beginning of Season 5 fight me. I now thought it was your power that made you awesome. Okay, we get the Minato speech. I feel for you when you were scared and sweating buckets, which is funny, and quaking in your boots. Back when we found a path forward together, the way you were back then. Oh, this is actually referencing the first time they actually fought the League of Villains. A pretty logical person to have be your one of the final ones to have that speech with Midoriya. And then we see Izuku closing his eyes because he uses his black whip to push away. Which I'm not saying he's pushing away because it's like him actually physically trying to push them away because previously he was just running around with trying to minimize the damage. Like he might have heard Tokuyami he tried to escape from Dark Shadow and so Kamina would be pushed away, but this is like Black Whip. So yeah. And also we do see the ball still sticking to Midoriya, so how long that's gonna last, I'm not sure. Now we see Izuku again using his Black Whip to move around like Spider-Man. So and see him saying, "So Meta, that old me is gone." I think there's actually a video on YouTube by someone who says how Midoriya is actually the same character. It's just that the situation has changed to a point you might think the two are actually different. I haven't seen the video, but I imagine it's pretty good. So check to see if it actually is there, or it's not just a comment. Now we see Zuko probably thinking something strategy. Black Whips stretching plus 1 for old, 45% plus for Jean. Folks, you are not going anywhere. Folks, is that supposed to be a new ability or is something I'm forgetting? Not sure. If it's a new quirk, I wouldn't be surprised if it's supposed to refer to the second user because he's the only one whose quirk we don't know yet. And since we get name drops of other quirks, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some ability. Look at all the people right now looking at dictionary to see what does FAUX mean if it doesn't already mean something, but I'm not remembering it. And see, Uraka, one of the heavy hitters in terms of emotional speeches. Deku! And we see a flashback with them, I guess one of their first meetings. No, actually, I think this is supposed to be after the whole Bakugo rescue thing. I'm sure Bakugo will consider it disgraceful to get rescued. Was it in the hospital actually? Things are different now, including me. I'm not sure if this is supposed. I'm guessing this is supposed to be Oraka, but it could also be Zuko. I think it's supposed to be taken as Oraka. And we see her looking back and saying, "No, guys!" And we see You know those things that skating parks have to like jump around? We see about, I want to say about a couple building stories high that with the size with made of Mina's asset or Shoto's eyes. It's kind of hard to tell because of the color thing, but I'm guessing it's supposed to. Actually, I think it's supposed to be ice because there does seem to be a bit more of a different color between Mina's and Todoroki's, and plus I feel like it will make a better ground. But still, well, it's not really surprising since I believe Todoroki was all is from the get-go already able to like make building size ice walls. And now we see Mina being like acid man, protective coating style at 0.1% acidity. I'm guessing this is supposed to mean how much that acid will actually hurt a person, which is minimal, from what I could gather. Which does show improvement that you can make acid without hurting yourself, which is something that it's a problem when it comes to acid. And we see like I'm guessing it's everyone class 1A because we see like a large group of characters like pushing to the road, okay, and Bakugo go and Flash Freeze, Heat Wave, and we see like a big boom of it. There's so much we want to tell you. I'm guess this is the narrative. I'm pretty sure who the character is, but I'm gonna tell you at the end of it. And we see them jumping into the air, but since words alone won't reach you, we see Bakugo still being that slime, and we see I guess Kuraka touching something, I guess to use her float. You can say we can't keep up, huh? Which is like saying, oh yeah, you said we can't keep up. Well, what are we doing right now? So yeah, the thing is that cool, and we see like a page, beautiful page with Uraraka, and I think something, I think fire erupting from Shoto's eye, which is pretty significant considering what happened during the sports festival. There's a lot of references to the previous arcs in this chapter. Just in well, the last two chapters. We don't want to be protected by you. Blasting speed, turbo, Isibago, and reject who you are and what you are doing. Cluster! And we see another big push. We just want to be with you. He's referring to them. You want to save him, like we're your friends. Deku, I've got a lot I want to say. No, I've gotta say, but for now, I'm passing the mic to a guy built for speed. So this is Bakugo, pretty much who has been narrating for the last couple of boxes, and that is Ida. And although it's a bit hilarious how Ida's face looks here, it is pretty epic. Like this is a lot of boosts. Like this is main stage to give incineration. This is you being incinerated. This is Shoto's combination attack to accelerate you, as well as Uraka's gravity, as well as Bakugo, whose explosions I would probably say are about at building size at this point, accelerating you. So it was goofy, it's pretty badass with Ida how he just swings to Deku. And also it's impressive that Deku was able to get there so fast. Like the guy is probably exhausted and all, but man. And also we see a picture of some of the Mineta's balls they're hanging out in, so I guess they weren't destroyed yet. Again, not directly. Izuku wasn't directly trying to destroy them. Go get them, Press. You've always managed to outpace me. I guess this is supposed to be. Is this supposed to be? I guess this is supposed to be Bakugo talking to Ida. That's precisely why I'm always ready. And we see the second user, or the future Bakugo, if you believe that theory. If there's anything that could bolster Izuku Midora now, it would be. And we see the panel where Ida grabs Izuku and his glasses get destroyed, as well as some of his suits. And I'm not sure if that's the arm that is staying hurt, but I think it's the other arm that was actually hurt. So I don't think that's the normal one. to challenge you. So I guess this is I'm guessing this final box is made for the second user. It's a bit hard to tell. Those who share his resolve. No, I guess to challenge you is Ida, and this one now is the second user. Those who share his resolve, those who can match his pace. So this is pretty much the second user made like his two classmates can match him, working together, and they have his resolve, which is the most important part. And we see like a beautiful panel with Izuku's hand, broken glove, and all, with holding by Ida's hand. Like this is a very good emotional moment because remember, Izuku saved Ida when Ida was acting the way Izuku is acting right now, basically. So it's a very good, nice to see like Ida gripping his hand, and and we see that the second user again saying and keep running alongside him. Very nice. We see chapter number 321. I'm not sure what the title is now because there's nothing written down. And maybe I missed it or something. But yeah. And yeah, I'm guessing Izuku, but no, you can't just let go. And we see Ida saying, I will not. Ingenium the hero will dash across the land to take a lost child by the hand. That because giving help that's not as asked for is what makes a true hero. Oh, we get actually the title, and wow, this is just beautiful. Like we see like Ida's face crying and telling the speech that Izuku gave. Not bad. We see like Izuku completely covered in tears to it, and I'm guessing this is the very last panel. I think is Izuku like not boosting himself up or just falling down. So I think that might be him collapsing from the pressure, which is a lot. So hopefully Todoroki or someone can make something to cushion their fall because they're really fucking high up and very far away even. So that's a very good question. And now we get the title. I guess it was just a bit of a transition. It's gonna be easier seeing it when it comes to volume size. From class A to one fall. I would think it would be to Izuku or Daku, but 1-4 is pretty nice. Yeah. This chapter, like the last one, there was a lot of emotion to it. Like this is clear supposed to be some emotional chapters that we are dealing with here. So is this the end of the battle? I could see Izuku mentally collapse at this point because, well, he's physically exhausted. He was already mentally not there, and now all this like friendship and I'm showing that they would do anything to match him. So it's possible. I mean, I could even see him passing out and getting to the vestige world and talking with them again. So yeah. No, anyways, I hope you like this chapter reaction. I hope you leave a like, subscribe, share this video with your friends and family. And tell me in the comments below, what do you think about this chapter, and do you think this is the end of the battle? And with that said, I cannot wait to see all people next time. Bye.